Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Replicant Fish.
Women approaching men now. Women approaching men? But do men even want that? And who does it actually benefit?
It's like 50-50. I think there's a good amount of men out there that would prefer women just doing it, just to take off all of the burden off them because of, false accusations and all that. And then there's probably men out there that actually turns them off, which makes sense to me too.
In January, I was at a bar and I approached someone, which I hadn't done in years because, recently single, and it went really well. We ended up hanging out later that night and a couple times after that. And of course, the next day we're just debriefing the night. And I was like, you said something.
She moves fast, doesn't she? Now look, we're not saying anything happened. However, I approached a man at a bar and he said he's glad I approached him because he doesn't approach women. Now that's an interesting point, isn't it? And sort of the premise of this one here. The fact that, yes, slightly more of them are approaching now, and more of them are going to have to. But how many of you men actually want it? I mean, a lot of men want peace now.
I kind of like that at least they show the initiation of them liking me, but them actually putting the first move on me feels awkward. I don't really like that. But at least they can show me that they like me, then I can make the first move. I like that better. But that's just me personally.
Nowadays, imagine seeking your peace as a man, and then all of a sudden women start bothering you for your drawers, trying to work on your car. Some chicks like, hey, excuse me, hi, can I get your number? It's like, a woman, I'm fixing my car here. Yeah, you can either help me or get lost. Far-fetched, too much.
Hold the flashlight.
But the point is, this woman here got a result, didn't she? She got his drawers, didn't she? Because she made a move. Because if she didn't,
Shocker.
He wouldn't have. Okay, so they would have never got together in the first place. I'm just saying.
Something about how I had gone up to him and how that doesn't happen to him a ton. And I was like, would you have ever gone up to me? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, interesting. I was like, well, why not? Because obviously it worked out. We're hanging out right now. It was reciprocated. And he is, by the way, like 6 feet tall. He's a really good looking guy. He was in his 4th year
Of course he's 6 foot good looking. That's the only reason you approached him. We know.
At that point, so he's an absolute catch.
Yeah. Indeed.
That he is.
Indeed. Now here's the bittersweet point amongst all of this. So if more women were to approach men, what sorts of men would they approach? What sorts of
Chads.
Men would they approach?
The Ricky
the same
Tans.
sorts of men they want to approach them? Then in that case, I mean, if more women were approaching more men, still a lot of men are still going to lose out, aren't they? So
True.
Even if more women have to approach men, yes, some men don't want to be bothered, don't want to be approached. But then you have a lot of men who don't even get noticed anyway. They may never have the chance to even reject one of these dusty broads. It's like, okay, all women aren't dusty, I'm just making a point. A decent amount of them are.
He immediately had a list of reasons, and he was like, nothing personal. He's like, I don't go up to women at bars anymore. He was like, my friends and I have this conversation all the time. You just feel like a creep, especially because if you go up to a girl by herself, that's weird. If you go up to a girl in front of her friends, you risk getting rejected in front of all of her friends. And then he was like, well, there's also the expectation that you're going to buy this girl a drink. And the bar that we were at was a little bit pricier. You have to, pay cover to get in. And then the drinks are not that cheap. I didn't pay for any of that. And he's like, you're gonna, potentially.
Some man spent as well. Whoa. Details. He paid. Okay. Now, obviously, that's nothing to him. Standard to him, obviously. He wasn't thinking anything of it. However, still a gentleman. But this is why, a lot of women, they don't have any game at all in terms of approaching men. And this is why I believe, I've made this point at the lake, I believe you're going to see some new content over the next year or so of women teaching, other women their girly pop.
No, you're right. You are 100% right on this one, Rep. I think most women now don't even have the ability to attract men. The basic of what women had to be able to attract men, they lost it.
How to approach men. It's advanced beyond, just put yourself in this place where men are, rich men are gonna be there. Go into this lobby of this hotel, get all zhuzhed up, get them boobs all propped up and everything. Hair all done up, makeup all on point, face beat and on point. Yeah? It's beyond just being there in the proximity of man now. A lot of men are just gonna look. Yeah, I'm gonna look and keep it pushing. I see you. I see you seeing me. I notice you noticing me. from across the room, something, yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to do fuck all. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to keep it pushing, and just keep it pushing. Now, if you, lovely lady, want to shoot your shot at me now, yeah? Yeah, go on. Go on. If a man is on the market and a woman wants to buy some meat, let her buy that meat and tell her it's organic.
Embarrass yourself and be out $20. I knew that I wanted to make a TikTok about this. I still don't know. I've been sitting on that one since January. I still don't know what to make of that. But if nothing else, I hope that like someone hears that. Well, one, girls, make the first move. If nothing else, just to get it over with. Have the most incredible like resilience to rejection, because it's happened before. It's going to happen again. It's fine. It's a good life skill in general to just be able to hear no and move on. Also, if you're not someone who's comfortable doing that, or even if you are, I just want you to know that there are people who are looking at you, they are interested in you, and they just are not going to approach you. And that's 90% of people. 90% of people. Don't ever like get upset that like no one's going up to you at a bar, no one's approaching you, making the first move. No one is making the first move, even when they are interested. I get the whole if they wanted to, they will, but you probably have wanted to and haven't. So I just need to take matters into our own hands, ladies.
I like this one.
Oh my God, this woman's cuts are fucking with me, man. I'm not one to talk, but it's like fucking hell. I keep thinking she's done. I guess she's, not satisfied.
Keeps going.
Now. But look at that point there. Look at the story of that lovely woman. Her finding a man who, I mean, they're probably not going to be anything. They're probably just going to mess around for, a few months, few years, whatever.
Sure.
But she made the approach. Now think of all these single, lonely women out here. Oh God, send me a man. Oh, send me a man. God, oh my God. Oh, woe is me. When they have the ability to go out there and make an effort. And it's becoming more standard and normal. But it's a case of, why wouldn't it? I mean, why wouldn't it be? Women love to claim their strength and power nowadays, how they can do anything a man can do. They even have telekinetic powers. They can levitate crap with their minds. Usually it's crap because they can bring up some crap at any moment. But seriously. Seriously. That was kind of a good one. Easy. But look, the point is, a lot of them will have no choice. And you as a woman, you can and you don't. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Watch these other women get what you weren't brave enough to get. Yeah, good luck. It's the future.
Okay, so listen to this. I just left the hookah lounge, right? And literally I was the only girl in there. It's all men. And so whatever, I put my earphones in, I start playing around, making music and stuff, and then I'm ready to go. So I go.
Okay, so, note that for a second. Again, the details. A lovely woman went to a hookah lounge. Hookah, whatever the hell you pronounce it. And obviously, she's smoking it up with her headphones in, making a beat. I mean, obviously she can do whatever she wants. It's her time. But I mean, making a beat in a hookah lounge. But okay, whatever. Again, the only woman there. Now, some could say she just went out of her own accord. There was no intention there to obviously, be approached by some hookah man. Yeah, get her hooks into a hookah man. I mean, who knows? But let's let her finish this point because it's quite interesting.
Go to like the cashier to go pay, and they're like, girl, somebody already paid for your hookah. I'm like, who? They're like, oh, he already went out. I'm like, he didn't say nothing. So, okay, I'm cute and stuff. You want to pay? I don't need you to pay. I want to talk.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Okay.
She wants to talk, yet she's sitting there with her headphones in, making a beat.
Right.
Now picture the scene. Some dude sees her from across the hookah bar, and he's like, hey, damn, lovely woman. She's clearly,
You know what? I really need to go to these like hookah type bars, or not the hookah bar, but like the 420 type bars where you get to just sit, chill, and order snacks and food while you get to smoke. I really need to find me one that's I can frequent often.
Engaged in something. Looks like she's probably, texting her ex-boyfriend really quickly. But obviously, unbeknownst to him, she's making a beat and she's just tapping out the drums. But you get the point. Now, as a man, he'd be like, you know what? I'm not going to disturb her space. Respectfully. To respect her space. Because he's interested, he doesn't want to come across as a creep. Oh, look, another typical man coming up to me today to try to F me out of my drawers. No. Gentlemen, you know what? You send her a drink and keep it pushing. You see the point I'm making, and I've been making for years. Even when, people didn't agree with me, they're like, oh, fish, you've lost your mind. I'm like, just give it time. Look at the benefits, and look at the benefits she lost out on. Oh, you want him to come and talk to your lovely woman. What the F didn't you take your headphones off? Yeah. Looked like you wanted a man to come and talk to you instead of sitting there mixing up a beat. I hope that beat was good, cause she possibly lost the love of her life.
I want interaction! I want action!
Then create said action. They always want to do it for the...
Like, open yourself for action, right? Like, this, you gotta kind of put in some work, right? Even for women to get approach, you still gotta put in some work to be approached properly. No headphones, be a little bit more open, smile a little bit. It's much easier for men to want to do these things when you're approachable.
Plot, don't they? But when it comes to the action, you expect that from a man, yeah? Or the excitement here. But romance novel dude here? Chivalry here? Come on, he was still a gentleman. You missed out though. Stop making beats in public.
Not proud of it, woman enough to say it. My sister's at the gym the other day and she's like, I am walking right next to your future husband. You need to get here immediately. I drop everything that I'm doing and I'm now 10 minutes later walking right next to my future husband, all to not say a single word to him.
Here we go. Another lovely woman. What is she doing? Using the old and ancient proximity method. Oh, just to be in the presence of. Because obviously, as men see a lovely woman, they're going to shoot their shot, aren't they? Indeed. Men used to, more often, a lot more men used to. Men have to be more clever about it now because obviously you don't want to be accused of anything. So here we have another lovely woman in proximity to a man she likes. Her sister called her up. Damn, her sister either likes her or her sister's kind of setting her up. But she's walking next to a man that she likes, interested in. Doesn't say a damn thing. Doesn't say an effing thing. Imagine another scenario now. Another chick comes in.
I wonder how many women just walk up to us and we've never noticed. It's just like, what the fuck is this?
And is walking on the treadmill next to him on the other side. She pretends, oh my God, a woman in distress.
It's a gym.
Could you help me work this treadmill, please? And he's like, okay, sure. Let me crank it up for you. Seriously. And obviously, ice is broken. He may start talking to her. And she's just walking there with egg on her face. Not sure how many eggs she's got left in her body. Lovely woman, we don't know how old she is. But it's like, come on, missed opportunity. You see, even if women don't even understand how to even approach a man nowadays, they need to learn to break the effing ice. Break the effing ice, a man's going to talk to you. And I'm making this point because their loneliness is becoming so rife nowadays. A lot of them are going to have to do this or end up like this lovely woman here. I mean, how old is she? Go on.
32?
This is what 25 and single is.
I mean, okay, so at least she's got time. Yeah, in certain parts of the world, some would say, woman, you're out of time. Our time's done. An older matronly figure in her family will come up to her and shake her body and, how many eggs you got left in there. I'm joking. I am joking. That is a joke. Okay, we're all adults here. But I'm just saying, it's a sad case of what could happen if women don't learn to shoot their shot, or at least break some ice, woman. You see a man you want, you can't even yap to him. If you actually got him, woman, you'd be complaining to him.
Yeah, so there was the other day, there was a woman that kept looking at me, gave me this this exact face, every time she walked by me. And I'm just like, she even asked me, did you need something? And I'm like, no, I don't need anything. Obviously I was not paying attention enough to these signs, and usually I am. And then she did it 3 times. I don't know, she did the look multiple times. I just wasn't paying attention. And then she asked me 3 times if I was okay and if I needed anything. And I'm just like, do I look like I need anything? What the fuck? She asked me 3 times, in my head. And then finally it clicked. And then she was then she gave me this different look after she went. And then gave me a slightly different, more I want you look. Then I was like, oh, my dumbass cannot read these signs for shit sometimes.
Non-stop anyway. Non-stop. Not saying she would be, but I mean, she'd either be nagging him to death or talking his ear off. Oh, babe, did you see this episode of Love Island? Who cares? Come on.
I do think it's weird that no one's ever picked up on the fact that women are the ones who are trying to manifest love, that women are the ones who are paying dating coaches to manifest their love or to find their true love, right? It's never men, right? How many men do you honestly know has gone online to Etsy and paid a witch to...
What?
Manifest his dream girl, to manifest...
None. More likelihood he'll just wait for a robot chick. But look,
it might have been some weird fruity guy, but What?
The point is, look, yeah, but why is that? Why aren't men? It is interesting, isn't it? Again, they impose the male loneliness epidemic onto.
I guess because we know we actually have to put in the effort for it to work, and women just think they can voodoo their way into making a man love them.
Man,
Like,
and
what?
yeah, a lot of men are lonely. Okay, we got to make the point. There are men out here that are lonely. A lot of men aren't. A lot of men just don't give an F anymore. But it's like they impose the male loneliness epidemic onto men. When we as men see, yo, a lot of you are lonely. A lot of you are lonely. What the F you crying in your car for, making a TikTok? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my...
Can you imagine, guys, like how many women have like tried to voodoo you into loving them? Like, man, now I'm.
God. Oh my God, why don't men look at me anymore? Why don't men desire women anymore? Oh my God. They make all these videos and TikToks, yet they project onto men this loneliness epidemic when it's really, come on, look, a lot of people are lonely. But yet we're not out here manifesting, bro. Yo, bro, teach me how to manifest my wife, bro. Yeah, teach me. I'm gonna manifest my wife. I'm gonna manifest my woman, bro. Teach me, hype me up, bro. Gonna manifest my wife. Not say
Sprinkle that fairy dust on me, baby.
some men obviously don't understand those realms, but it's like, yo, come on, bro. What the f you talking about? You don't manifest no wife. Why don't you manifest a business, bro? You're trying to manifest these women. You're wasting your power. You're wasting your good power. Ooh, yeah. Maybe that's why. Or maybe because we have access to relationships, thus we don't care. Maybe that's why women manifest relationships and not D, because D is abundant for them. Oh, who knows?
Manifest his dream love, right? I'm telling you this right now. None of them have ever done that. None of them have ever done anything else like that, right? And even if there's like an Etsy which gonna come on here and say, no,
I mean, if maybe there's an Etsy warlock, that might work better for us, because why would we want to deal with the witch? I'm just saying.
actually they do. I'm telling you, the percentage is either like 60-40 or 80-20, something like that. And the minority would be men. It's not a lot of men that are manifesting women to be in relationships, to love. And I'm telling you, it's not just like a trend that's happening now. It has been like that since the dawn of time. They're
Correct.
not manifesting us. They're not like yearning for us. They're not doing anything like that. They're not going to like dating coaches.
You know what we're doing? We're actually becoming something that you want so we can get you. That's what we're doing. We're not going to some random person with some bones and pixie dust and the cauldron or whatever. This really reminds me of the Princess Bride and is it the Princess Bride? No. Not the Princess Bride. The Robin Hood Men in Tights. This is what it reminds me of, because it was the same actor, but it reminds me of Robin Hood Men in Tights. The one witch lady that wanted to take the sheriff or whatever.
Coaches to figure out, hey, how can I approach women? How can I talk to women better, right? They're going to these like pickup artists, of course, but they're not learning about like, okay, maybe I should go to a therapist and learn how to communicate better in a relationship. They're not doing any of that. And I just find it so fascinating that no one has ever picked up this problem. And it's kind of like, it just...
Mans have been discussing that for a long time.
It's a
You're not as
problem?
advanced as you like to think, young girly pop. But yeah, good point though. You're bringing the point to the ears and eyes of a lot of modern young girly pops. Yeah, question why men aren't doing that shit.
speaks a lot to the problems that we're having now.
Wow, human interaction's fascinating, isn't it? If I was really an android from the future, I'd say, yo, you guys are cooked. If you find someone, good luck. You're lucked out. Sadly, a lot of people are gonna be doomed, aren't they?
Men are getting out of control, aren't they? They really are. Accept a message request, message back straight away with a hello, nothing, bang, 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 straight to the sexuals.
Interesting. What a lovely woman. Just talking to a dude, and obviously the dude's just trying to, he's like, yeah, come on, what are we waiting for? But you see, where is that perspective coming from amongst men? Why do a lot of men just understand nowadays whether it's right or wrong? I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying him, just saying that. I'm just disclaimer and all that crap. But why is it normalized for a lot of men to understand, yo, a lot of women are down nowadays. They're up for it. They're willing. All aren't. But some would say it depends on how attracted to you she is. Yeah, I'm just saying. So I'm not saying him coming in there with his bang, 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 man, trying to, bang, bang, bang it up. I'm not saying that any of that's good. I'm just making the point. It's an understanding a lot of men have nowadays. But is it coming from men just being the men that they are? the dogs of men that we are. Here. Woof woof, indeed.
Woof.
Or is it the fact that we understand a lot of chicks are out here loose like that? Loose like the wheel on a broken trolley. Yeah, still going to put some things in the basket though, but carry on.
No precaution.
I just thought it was funny. As soon as I heard here, and I was like, woof, woof. It was just like a trigger in my brain. It's just like...
Didn't know nothing. Bang, 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 bang. We thought it was bad when men started bypassing dinner. They're bypassing hello, how are you? Soon as you open the message, it's like a Kinder Surprise. What am I going to get now?
I mean, tell you the truth, even my ass has been able to message women and get them to come over on the first few message and actually sleep with the woman. It's just a lot easier now. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just saying a lot more women are very receptive to this kind of game, I guess, nowadays.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang. But
It
interesting.
reminds me of the Wayans brothers, you know, just like their dad. I was like, bang, 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 bang.
You know that wanting to bang, 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 biddy bang, bang, bang. Isn't this part of what women were promised? This free liberation? Or is it that men are abusing those aspects of feminism, saying, yo, feminism told these women to be, be loose out here and, bang dudes. Bang, bang, bang. I want to be one of the dudes that she bangs. Yeah? I'm not trying to wife her up. I'm just saying. More women approaching men, but imagine if that's all they get out of it in the end. Yeah?
That would be hilarious. I didn't even think about it that way. Women approaching men just to get pumped and dumped. Man, it's gonna be a rough freaking few years or decades for women, isn't it?
A bang, not even multiple.
And I just came on here to say this here. I don't mind paying for a date. I take a man out, pay for the date, pay for the activity we're gonna do after, we eat and shit.
What a lovely woman. Look at that.
You expecting my draws to come down?
See, now this is rare nowadays. A lot of men don't really hear that. Some men do, but a lot of men don't really hear this. A woman who's willing to pay, she wants to, However, nothing's free. What does she expect? What does she expect?
But once I start rubbing on that motherfucking thigh, and I start looking at you, and I drop them motherfucking eyes on you, and I get to talking like that there, it's time to pay.
Yeah. I see you're a lovely woman. You're not lovely anymore. You're just trying.
I can pay with P.
You're just trying to get man's draws. Interesting dynamic shift, isn't it? Imagine
we're just objects to them. Sex objects.
Imagine how common this scenario would be. She's probably done this before numerous times. She's probably just takes men out and then says, "Yo, give it up." And he's like, "But Clara, I thought you cared for me." And she's like, "Nah."
Women can really do that though, right? I mean, if women really wanted to move like that, like just ask men out and like paid for everything, it was like, "Yo, I want some draws." They're probably gonna get that majority of the time.
No. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. The other side to it. Again, how many men can handle women being this forward? There's some video going around about a voice note. I didn't want to cover that topic, but you get the point. But how many men could handle women being this forward? Do men want women to be this forward? But the point is, if a lot of men aren't approaching anymore, a lot more women are going to be so forward. Yeah, good and bad.
You know what date stand for, don't you? Get the in. Trying to come up off it. Pronto. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no, I'm tired. Oh no, get horny.
Oh, we can't use the same excuse you guys use? That's fucked up.
Now.
Wow.
I'm tired.
Wow. You see, on the flip side, this would be, seen as harassment, wouldn't it? Take a woman out to eat. It's like, second, third date now, woman? When are you going to let me go exploring? I'm obviously trying to be safe and advertiser friendly. When are you going to let man go exploring? They'll do a bit of cave diving here. That is seen as harassment, isn't it?
Spelunking.
But when women do it, it's like, no one cares. No one even cares. Is it because it's rare, or because it's a notion that, a man should be lucky? You as a man should be lucky a woman wants to pay for your food for one, and then wants to sleep with you afterwards? Yeah?
I mean, I don't think very many men get that treatment or have ever experienced a woman taking them out and wanting to get in their drawers.
You should be lucky as a man. Again, everything that glitters isn't gold, is it? More women approaching doesn't necessarily mean everything good for the men that want women to approach. It's the fact it's gonna happen more. They're going to have to learn game. But damn, a lot of dudes are just going to they're just going to get used, aren't they? It's like a new era of man whores where they're just getting used by women like this.
Hey, that's what I said, man. We just gotta make gigolos, Red's gigolos, or, Red's donut holes, where we glaze and frost at all holes.
Getting ran through by women like this. Literally, when men start to become ran through, hey, you can buy me dinner. Ain't no guarantees. Man, ain't that easy. A lot of other dudes are. Respect your fucking self.
Now, for bushing your eye.
Jesus.
Well, thank you for watching. The point I'm making is, this is something that we long saw coming. It's something that was inevitable.
Yeah, it shows the aggressiveness of women, and if they really wanted sex and they wanted their things, they're gonna act the exact same way that men do, right? And then men, we're the ones that get blamed for all this sexual predatorness when women are just as bad, man. Look at them. I'm gonna punch you in the face? Like, damn, girl. Calm down. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.